Samsung shoots at 200 megapixels. iPhone shoots at 48. And you know what? That barely matters. Megapixels stopped being the measure of quality a long time ago. What actually matters is how a phone handles light, how it reads color, how it behaves when things are moving. We shot the exact same scenes on both phones, no filters, no post-processing. We're going to show you what actually happens to the image and who each phone is really built for. Let's get into it. In 2026, both brands have gotten so good that simple comparisons don't cut it anymore. They both shoot well. The real question is how and for whom. Samsung pushed zoom and detail even further this year. Apple rebuilt its video engine and doubled down on natural, true-to-life color. So let's be honest about it, block by block. The first thing you notice, color. Samsung makes the image punchier, sky is bluer, grass is greener, contrast is cranked up. It looks dramatic, especially in a feed. iPhone keeps color closer to what your eye actually sees. Less wow at first glance, but more honest. In detail, it gets interesting. Samsung pulls out textures more aggressively. Brick, fabric, wood grain, everything looks sharper. iPhone is slightly softer, but without the artifacts. Dynamic range is strong on both, but iPhone handles light-to-shadow transitions a little better. It doesn't blow out the sky in places where Samsung sometimes loses the clouds. Bottom line on daylight. If you want a photo that grabs attention immediately, Samsung wins visually. If accuracy matters more, iPhone. Portraits are a whole different conversation. Samsung blurs the background aggressively. The bokeh effect is pronounced, sometimes too much. Edge detection around hair has improved, but on complex hairstyles it still produces artifacts. iPhone works more precisely. The transition between subject and background is smoother. Autofocus holds the face even when there's movement. But the big one, skin tone. Samsung has historically beautified skin, brightening it, smoothing it out. In 2026, that's less aggressive. They've updated the algorithms, but it's still there. iPhone renders skin more naturally. Different tones, dark, light, olive, stay closer to reality. For portrait content, iPhone is more honest. For dramatic, heavy bokeh standalone shots, Samsung looks more cinematic. Night used to be where the gap was huge. In 2026, it's not. Both phones shoot well at night, actually well. But the approach, completely different. Samsung makes night shots brighter, more vivid, more saturated. Streetlights glow beautifully. The sky isn't black, it's deep blue with visible detail. You look at it and think, now that's a photo. iPhone is more restrained at night. It doesn't artificially lift shadows as aggressively. The shot is darker, but more realistic. Noise is processed more gently, without smearing the details. Which is better? Depends on what you need. Want a night shot that pops on a post? Samsung at night is genuinely convincing. Want to preserve the atmosphere of a dimly lit bar or a moody city evening? iPhone doesn't break the mood with extra brightness. Zoom. And this is where Samsung genuinely dominates. At 5 times, 10 times, 30 times, Samsung holds up with confidence. Detail at a distance is its territory. Cropping a frame, pulling a sign from across the street, shooting architecture without losing sharpness. Samsung is fully at home here. iPhone's optical zoom is no slouch either. Up to 5 times, very solid. Beyond that, it starts to fall off. Apple's digital zoom holds up respectably, but Samsung at higher magnifications is a different league. If you regularly shoot at a distance, concerts, sports, wildlife, architecture, Samsung gives you a real, tangible advantage. In video, this is iPhone's territory, has been for a while, and in 2026 still is. Apple's stabilization is processed at the hardware level more effectively. Walking, running, handheld shooting, the image stays smooth. Samsung stabilizes well, but in dynamic scenes there's noticeably more shake. iPhone's video autofocus is aggressive in the best way. It locks onto the subject, refocuses fast, and doesn't lose a face in a crowd. Color in iPhone video also follows more of a cinematic logic. Professional modes, log formats, ProRes support. If you're shooting seriously, Apple gives you significantly more room in post-production. Samsung video is great for casual use, vlogs, short clips, everyday content, totally fine. But if stability, smoothness, and professional-grade processing matter to you, iPhone wins clearly. Okay, honest final take. Get the iPhone if you shoot video, vlogs, reels, shorts, events. Natural, unprocessed-looking images matter to you. You shoot portraits and want accurate skin tones. You do professional content and work in post-production. Get the Samsung if you shoot with zoom, sports, wildlife, architecture, distant events. You want an impactful image straight out of the camera, no editing needed. You love night shots with that wow factor. Detail and the ability to crop without losing quality matter to you. Neither phone is better than the other. They're just different, and the choice comes down to how you shoot, not what's written on the box.